How do you deliver a speech that is memorable? In the fourth of this series, in crafting your speech, you are now ready to write your conclusion. While your introduction creates a first impression, your conclusion is the final impression your audience members have when they leave. Listen carefully as I share the tips for writing your memorable conclusion.
Welcome to this episode of Your Personal Wordsmith, tips to communicate with clarity and impact, with public speaking and communications expert Lillian Zarzar.
After you have written the introduction and developed your preparation outline that is in complete sentences, you are ready to put the final touch on your speech with your conclusion. There are 4 elements to the conclusion. Number 1, summarize your speech. Include key words and phrases you used in the introduction and the body of your speech. This is a way to emphasize the information without sounding repetitive. You may say, as I mentioned previously, then restate the essence of your message. Number 2, emphasize the main idea memorably. You may have startling statistics and facts that bear repeating. You may have a key phrase you used repeatedly so that at the conclusion you're emphasizing its importance. If your essence can be written in a memorable phrase that is repeatable, it is memorable. To this day, people all over the world remember the speech by Dr. Martin Luther King with his phrase, "I have a dream." Do you remember all the content? No. Yet you do remember the feeling he ignited through that phrase. Number 3, motivate the audience to respond. If your speech provides information, you may encourage them to continue researching the topic. If you want to persuade them, you may suggest they take a particular action, writing a letter, purchasing a product, getting involved in a cause. In the introduction, you invite the audience and engage them to listen. In the conclusion, you want them to be motivated to do something. Number 4, provide closure. State the word finally, or in conclusion, or even my last point is. Use the phrases with care, though, because these statements may give the audience an opportunity to tune you out, knowing you're finishing your speech. So when you signal you're concluding, make a move, non-verbally. Pause between the body of your speech and the start of your conclusion. Slow down your speaking rate. Move away from the lectern. Then state your final and powerful and memorable phrase. One final point. As you formulate your conclusion, keep in mind what you said in the introduction and allude to that information so the listeners are reminded of the importance of those startling facts or statistics you presented. You can also end with an inspirational appeal or challenge that gets the listeners prompted to take action in some way. Remember, your conclusion can include some of the main points from your introduction to ensure that the audience members recognize what you want them to take from your speech. Audiences are savvy and they're more sophisticated. They have access to incredible amounts of information. So when you develop that powerful conclusion, you create a final impression that is a reflection of you. You want them to leave wanting more from you. Call me at 614-486-5523 and let's get that speech written.
Thank you for watching Your Personal Wordsmith. For more great information, visit lillianzarzar.com. Also browse the other shows found right here at Columbus Biz TV Shows.